Hello, good morning. So, relative to the utter carnage in Ethereum, our Bitcoin is holding up all right. Let's start with the daily and regular candles, and we'll see what candlestick patterns we've got going on. At the moment, we need to hide this. At the moment, a doji day, another indecision. So we've got 4 days of dojis, which have all closed within this red down day candle that we had on the 8th of September. So classic indecision. If you usually, if we can get a 4th inside day today, quite often for other markets, 4 inside bars in a row have significance, and they're usually a good trade once you get 4 in a row. If you get a breakout, it's not usually a fake out. So we might need to wait another day here to see which way we go next. I still think if we can get the move on today on this hourly pattern, that we potentially have a head and shoulders pattern. However, because I like them to have symmetry if they're going to work properly, then really this is the size of the left shoulder and this is the size of the right shoulder, and we're running out of time. We kind of ran out of time a few hours ago, and so I'm starting to think that potentially if we don't make a move this morning, then this is actually not an inverted head and shoulders pattern, but more likely just a wedge consolidation, and we could break it either way. And now that we've got 2 touches on the downside, that potentially is what we do. It could be, that all these alts, and then we take away our targets. It could be that all of these alts just drag Bitcoin down with it. When everything else is selling eventually, it's a bit of a safe haven in Bitcoin at the moment, but how long will that last? And at the moment, that means that Bitcoin is all very nice and slow and holding support. I'm just going to take away and clean this up a bit, but you've got to think that underneath these lows are going to be big stops that will make us drop like it's hot in a hurry. So we just need to be a little bit careful. That I don't mind us coming down and having a little retest of 6,000, but much below 5,700, we're in serious trouble of a big drop, another 20%. So we do need to be careful. I would say that if you are long already and we make a new low, like if we break down from this wedge, I really would consider going to Tether or Cash and waiting, because it's going to get really jostly if we retest these 6,000 levels, and really pretty spiky. And I think that you can buy once the hassle is over quite more safely. So that would be my advice. If we look at it in terms of fib levels and retracing, I always like to see as long as the 236 fib is holding as resistance, which is what we're seeing here, then we're still in a downtrend. So our rally rallied twice and tested this 236 fib, so we are still in a downtrend in that respect. And so yeah, I'm afraid, I was hopeful for a bounce, but it doesn't look like we're going to get one. And just because the symmetry is broken, because it's gone on too long, I'm going to say now that I think I lean to lower. So if we look at Ethereum, that's Bitcoin. Let's see what the carnage is in Ethereum, because it's pretty ugly.